How you doing, everybody? It's Brandon from Christ on the Block Ministry, and today I'm going to do something a little different. So I met somebody new. It's a new pastor. It's from a New York chapter, a church in New York. My uncle introduced me to him, and when I met him, he's a deliverance pastor. And there's things that I need to be delivered from, and within that, he told me to read Psalms 91, all the verses, and he wants me to memorize the verses. He wants me to be able to cite these verses without even having to look in the Bible. So I want to share this experience with everybody. And so for each day that I say a verse, I'm going to interpret it through the Holy Spirit and what it means to me for each verse. So for today, I'm going to do Psalms 91, verse 1. It states, "The one who lives under the protection of the Most High dwells in the shadow of the Almighty." And within that verse, two things stick out to me: protection and shadow. When you live under somebody's protection, you no longer have to fight your battles. You're allowing them to fight your battles. And in this case, we're talking about God fighting our battles. When I allow God and I put myself under God's protection, I allow him to fight all of my battles. That means that I don't have to worry. I don't have to be scared. I don't have to try and put myself in a position to have to go against the enemy spiritually and physically. And then the second thing that stood out to me is dwelling in his shadow. When you dwell in somebody's shadow, your identity is no longer seen. Anytime somebody sees you, they see that person. And a good analogy would be like an actor, right? You have a famous brother that's an actor, and then you're trying to be an actor. But anytime they see you, they only see your brother, the actor. So it's like, hey, aren't you so-and-so's brother, the famous actor? Well, this would be in the case with God. When you live under God's shadow, they go, aren't you the son of God? Aren't you the prophet of God? Aren't you the priest of God or the pastor of God? They're always going to say your identity, which dwells in that person. It's never going to be you they see. It's the person that they know most that they see. So when you live in that shadow of that person, they're no longer going to see you. So those are the two things that stood out to me. And now I want to just say the verse again by memory, because I have to memorize this stuff. So I'm going to say it's, "The one who lives under the protection of the Most High dwells in the shadow of the Almighty." I love you all, and God bless.